Department. And absolutely, Dr. Raghunathan Shuri would definitely be a great support administratively also. So you should make use of this opportunity, such a big appreciation. I have got to tell you that really it was a wonderful afternoon. You just took the afternoon to evening so comfortably that nobody got bored. In fact, last step, I got to really appreciate John Babu, who, like in the cinema, before the last part of the movie, he switched on the light before national anthems. I got to appreciate the young girls who love their department, want their department to become globally visible, want their department to go very high. And I really appreciate all the three girls. As already brought out by both of them, and particularly Dr. Raghunathan, all five of you did a wonderful job today. And all of you, but then I observed that most of you spoke on incrementally pushing your circumference to a bigger periphery. Right? So you try to analyze what is present today and you just try to elastically stretch the circumference to the next level. Right? But then the total radical changes should be thought by all of you, but Dr. Sampath surely was an exception. He went out of the box. He said what is necessary. He said what is the depth one has got to reach. And he also said how getting into depth automatically projects the institution, how the identity would be possible. But then all of you are aware, all the folks showed that you are all aware of that, but Dr. Sampath was able to give this 6 phases approach, and then Dr. Raghunathan is perfectly right that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 should immediately be addressed. Phase 4 and phase 5 should be the middle level, and phase 6 has got to be at the longer level. That is the most important part. In fact, that is what I also loved with Dr. Lavagathayagaru also. He has been speaking of whether I live or not is separate, whether I am going to be here or not is separate, but what is the goal and what has got to be the journey. Journey is the process, goal is the end point, but then there is nothing called end point because the goal always keep on shifting towards the horizon. I am very, very happy. One particular point which I just like that is local-rural orientation, which was brought out. Okay. Well, one most important point which I just wanted to present is all of you, at least 4 of you, and you all touched more about industry orientation and employment. When do we learn to focus on teaching them biotechnology? When do we focus on making them biotechnocrats? When we make them biotechnocrats, foundation strong, which industry will reject them? Why do you want to speak about specific industry orientation? It is like the parents of the girls trying to bring up the girl for getting married. Is that the only objective? Isn't it? Why we should be focused that my daughter should get married? It will happen. Make her beautiful in all aspects. Make her beautiful, make her strong to stand on her own legs. Make her beautiful in all aspects. It shall happen. So this industry orientation, well, that is beautiful for the management. Dr. Lavagathayagaru to speak. but you are academicians. You should not forget that, because you are the people who shall create the next world, next generation, next steps of biotechnology. Right? So, well, I understand, but if you just produce people only for industry, who will do research? Today's industries are because of yesterday's research. And if yesterday had there been no research, what vaccine would have come out? Isn't it? So, we have got to build up people in all aspects, allow them to reach their niche depending upon whatever they like. Right? We have got to push them in that direction, and we have got to encourage everybody to identify in which area, in which direction the person is good. That's what a good teacher, a good department, a good set of faculty should be able to do that. I'm very sure you can definitely do it, because your presentations were so good, all of you have understood it, but then don't talk about only focused industry orientation, because please remember, the great teachers, the great even industrialists have told that don't prepare anybody for a specific orientation, right? Because people have got to learn. Was he a born police officer? Did he think of becoming a police officer when he was doing his first degree? So, that has got to happen. Customizing, adapting, that are the things which should happen. Did he think that he will become a naval officer when he was high school? Right? So, customizing, adapting, ultimately the same philosophy holds good. Yesterday, I was talking to Dr. Malakundaya. We just had a brief discussion on how to treat even the thugs, so-called thugs. They are still not thugs, still the judge has given the opinion, but then how to treat them, how to extract information from them, right? So, these are all going to be naturally oriented by the internal capabilities of the person. So, enhance the internal capability. On the other day, your chairman also mentioned people have got to become selfish. It is not selfish, it is self-dependent. First, he should become self-dependent. In fact, even in aeroplane they tell that very clearly. First, you wear your oxygen mask, then you think of the next person. Isn't it? So, first we should become self-dependent. And then, during the process, what is required is self-awareness of your strengths. That's where the students also indirectly mention that we are aware what we have got to do. And you provide us that infrastructure which nurtures our awareness. Isn't it? Finally, all the three mentioned only that. So simple, so beautifully they said that you give the infrastructure for us to develop in the area where we want to progress. Well, one thing in conclusion is, I am so happy that you love your department. All of you have displayed that you love your department. I am so happy that as on day, you really have owned your department. That's most important. Be it the students, be it the faculty. Right? So differences of opinion should be there. Only then the department shall come up. Otherwise, to say yes to every proposal, we don't need people. We don't need. There are many followers, blind followers who will say yes, yes, yes. But then it is always not the conflict, but always the debate and convergence to be in which direction the institution has got to go, particularly your biotechnology as an interdisciplinary unit has been very well displayed. Keep it up. All right, all the best. All the best.